Aspharoth. A name whispered on the wind, a forgotten place. Hidden deep within a valley, it lay untouched by time. Legends spoke of its existence, but none could confirm its reality. Some said it was swallowed by the earth. Others claimed it vanished into thin air. Aspharoth was an enigma, a mystery waiting to be unraveled. Centuries passed, and the world forgot about Aspharoth. Maps remained unmarked, historians dismissed it as folklore, yet the village endured, hidden from prying eyes. It existed in a pocket of time, untouched by the outside world, its secrets safe within its stone walls. Eliza Greenfield, a young historian, dedicated her life to uncovering forgotten truths. She scoured ancient texts, piecing together fragmented stories. When she stumbled upon a faded inscription that mentioned Aspharoth, her curiosity ignited. She became obsessed. Driven by an insatiable thirst for knowledge, Eliza embarked on a quest to find this lost village. Years were spent poring over maps, deciphering cryptic clues. Finally, on a crisp autumn morning in 1983, she found herself standing at the edge of a secluded valley. There, nestled amongst the mist, lay Aspharoth. A chill ran down Eliza's spine as she stepped into the village. The air hung heavy with an eerie silence. The stone houses, weathered and ancient, seemed to watch her every move. Their windows, like empty eyes, stared back at her. She felt an unsettling presence, as if she were being watched. The village square was deserted. An old well stood in the center, its bucket lying on its side, gathering dust. Cobblestone streets radiated outwards, leading to darkened alleyways. The only sound was the rustling of leaves and the distant cawing of a crow. As Eliza ventured deeper into the village, she encountered its inhabitants. They moved like shadows, their faces etched with an unsettling serenity. Their eyes, dark and fathomless, seemed to hold ancient secrets. They spoke little, their voices hushed whispers that sent shivers down Eliza's spine. Eliza tried to engage the villagers in conversation, but they only stared at her with unsettling curiosity. Their responses were brief, their words cryptic and evasive. They seemed to exist outside the flow of time, their lives governed by an unknown force. In the center of the village square stood a weathered obelisk, its surface etched with strange symbols. It pulsed with a faint, ethereal glow. At its base, Eliza discovered a peculiar lantern. Its metal frame was cold to the touch, and its glass held a strange, swirling liquid that shimmered with an otherworldly light. As Eliza reached for the lantern, a villager silently approached her. He shook his head slowly, his eyes filled with a mixture of warning and fear. He uttered a single word, his voice barely a whisper: "Forbidden." Eliza couldn't shake the feeling that the villagers were hiding something sinister. The lantern, the obelisk, the strange symbols, it all pointed to a dark secret. As she delved deeper into the village's history, she uncovered fragments of a chilling legend. The legend spoke of an ancient pact between the villagers and a powerful, malevolent entity. In exchange for their eternal servitude, the entity granted them immortality and prosperity. But the pact came at a terrible price. The villagers were forever bound to Aspharoth, their souls forfeit. As darkness descended upon Aspharoth, the village took on a more sinister aspect. Shadows danced in the flickering light of oil lamps. Whispers seemed to emanate from the very walls themselves. Eliza felt a growing sense of unease. She was no longer an observer, she was entangled in the village's mysteries. Sleep offered no escape. Eliza was plagued by nightmares, visions of the villagers performing their dark rituals around the obelisk. She could feel a presence watching her, a cold, calculating gaze that sent shivers down her spine. Panic began to set in. Eliza realized the gravity of her situation. She was trapped in Aspharoth, caught in a web of ancient secrets and dark pacts. The villagers, once objects of her fascination, were now a source of terror. Their silence was deafening, their gazes piercing. She tried to leave the village, but an unseen force seemed to hold her captive. The path she had taken was gone, replaced by an impenetrable thicket. The village, once a sanctuary, had become a prison. As the night deepened, Eliza felt a shift in the atmosphere. The air crackled with energy. The whispers grew louder, more insistent. From the center of the village, a low hum emanated from the obelisk. It pulsed with an eerie, otherworldly light, casting grotesque shadows that stretched towards her. The villagers gathered in the square, their faces illuminated by the sinister glow. They began to chant, their voices low and guttural, their words ancient and powerful. The entity was awakening, and Eliza, caught in the middle, was about to face the true darkness of Aspharoth.